On September 7, 2009, 27-year-old Jessika Kalaher of Cedar Park, Texas was assaulted and murdered during a late-night trip to Walmart to purchase a bag of dog food. At around 1:39 a.m., Jessika drives into the Cedar Park shopping center to shop at a local Walmart after dropping off her cousin Melanie at home. Minutes later, another vehicle, a maroon truck, parks far away from the Walmart entrance at 1:44 a.m. Next, Jessika is seen on camera walking into the Walmart, and eerily, the mystery man from the maroon truck is seen walking closely behind her after she makes her entrance. It could be a coincidence, but the fact that it's so late in the evening should be disconcerting for someone traveling alone. Rather than shopping inside of the store, the man walks into the restroom and disappears out of frame. After completing her transaction, Jessika is seen exiting the Walmart. But just before she exits the store, the same mystery man comes out of the restroom and begins to speed walk behind Jessika. He is trailing closely behind her in an attempt to catch up to her walking pace. And next, Jessika exits the building and is walking to her car as seen on the parking lot surveillance footage. Seconds pass before the same man in the baseball cap, brown shirt, and blue jeans is also seen speed walking behind her. He is closely homing in on her vehicle even though he parked considerably further away from Jessika. And unfortunately, the footage that would have shown the attack is obstructed by a tree that blocks the camera's point of view. Detectives can only speculate at this point that the mystery man walks to the rear of Jessika's car when he steps into the same area obstructed by the tree's branches. 90 seconds pass before Jessika's car is turned on, reverses, and then leaves the shopping center. Neither the man nor Jessika re-emerge on the security footage until about an hour later at 2:52 a.m. when Jessika's car pulls back into the strip mall parking lot and is left in a vacant parking spot before the mystery man walks off to his truck. Details in the investigation later reveal that Jessika's bank card is used at a local gas station for $75 at around 3:04 a.m., even though her car is still seen dormant in the shopping center parking lot. And over 12 hours pass before Jessika's body is discovered at 3:46 p.m. by her cousin Melanie. Melanie received several calls from Jessika's friends and co-workers letting her know Jessika didn't arrive to work that day. Jessika's body is found upright in the driver's seat, but lifeless with her skin bright red due to heat stroke from being left in her exposed vehicle all day long.
Hello? Cedar Park 911, what's happening? 911, please. I need emergency to the Walmart, 1431, 183. My friend is in her car, and she's I don't know, I think she's passed out. She's totally red. We're right by the Little Caesars, Walmart.
And on September 8, 2009, Jessika's autopsy revealed that she had been strangled on the night of her murder before succumbing to heat stroke. Prosecutors say Jessika was strangled twice, sexually assaulted, and left for dead in her car at the Cedar Park shopping center. And the strangulation left her so severely brain damaged that even though she survived the asphyxiation, she was unable to walk to any nearby stores or answer her cell phone for help, which ran over a period of 30 times during her disappearance. The CCTV footage revealed pertinent details not only about the murder suspect, but the distinct maroon truck they drove into the shopping center. Using information belonging to the truck, specifically a large silver plate on the tailgate of the truck that says Chevrolet, police were able to issue a BOLO, which stands for Be on the Lookout for the Maroon Vehicle. They also used surveillance footage from the nearby gas station the suspect visited after Jessika's strangulation to get a better look at the suspect's face. With his image now out to the public, the strategy pays off and police receive an anonymous tip on who the mystery man might be. The caller provides a name of Crispin Harmel, and when running his name through the police database, the police get a match and locate dash cam footage of a traffic stop that was conducted about 3 weeks prior to Jessika's death involving the mystery man and his vehicle. When reviewing the footage, police see the specific maroon truck and wait for the driver to step out of the vehicle. When he does, he perfectly matches the description of the man caught on video trailing behind Jessika and later using her bank card on CCTV footage. He was pulled over 3 weeks before Jessika's death for expired registration tags, and with this breakthrough in information, police go to Crispin's home for further questioning. Upon arriving, they spot the same red truck as seen in the Walmart parking lot with modifications made to the tailgate, and when approached, Crispin agrees to speak with authorities about his relationship with Jessika.
This is embarrassing. So there is a website called lonelyhousewifehookups.com. I don't know if you ever heard it. It's kind of like a dating site. I met Jessika through there. Me and Jessika were IMing each other.
It was through the internet site that y'all were doing this IM thing?
Yes, it was through the Lonely Wife's hookup. I was like, well, why just meet you at Walmart? And That's where we met. She's like, well, I'm gonna go in there, do shopping, and get me at my car. When I'm done, she told me what she was driving, told me what she was gonna be wearing. We went out for maybe about an hour. Went to a park over there off Buttercup. Had our discreet, no strings attached relationship. When we were sitting there talking, told her about how I stayed in my truck a lot, struggling, gas money, stuff like that. And she's like, well, here. I leaned over, put it on my hand, her PIN number, said, I'll just take my debit card, go get gas.
He explained that she told him, just bring it back and leave it at my car at where I work at HEB.
Man, I probably drove around that parking lot for like 15 minutes trying to find her car, and I didn't see it.
Where's the debit card?
I chunked it. I didn't know what to do. I had this dead girl's credit card.
During his initial interview, Crispin claims he met up with Jessika for a hookup on a dating app, but this was later disproven by surveillance videos showing that the two of them never interacted inside of the Walmart, and an examination of their computers and phones found no links to such dating websites or apps. According to Crispin's account, after meeting Jessika in the Walmart parking lot in the early morning hours of September 7th, he begins to divulge his money issues to Jessika. He claims that Jessika was sympathetic and released her debit card and PIN number to Crispin to help him with some gas money. Crispin explains that's why her debit card was used for $75 after Jessica's car is abandoned in the parking lot at 2:52 a.m. Crispin claims he threw the debit card away after hearing about Jessica's murder, claiming he didn't want any involvement in the case. And after questioned about his suspicious behavior on CCTV footage, Crispin becomes paralyzed with fear when he realizes that his actions were captured on camera. He previously believed authorities only contacted him because of the debit card transactions and requested for an attorney to be present at this point in the interview. Despite his false allegations, the district attorney is left without sufficient evidence to charge Crispin with murder, so instead they charge him with tampering with evidence as he pleads guilty to modifying his truck, a potential crime scene, and for throwing away Jessica's bank card. Crispin receives 10 years in prison while the prosecuting attorneys attempt to build up more incriminating evidence against him. Unbelievably so, it takes 3 years for Walmart to obtain a copy of alternative surveillance video with a different view of Jessica's vehicle in the parking lot. Prosecuting attorney Nancy Niemer can visually confirm that Crispin is walking to his truck when he makes a distinct and strategic turn to Jessica's vehicle. When Jessika reaches her car, she drops the bag of dog food in her back seat and then presumably gets in the driver's seat. Next, Niemer explains that Crispin, who Jessika did not know and was not planning on meeting, gets into the back seat of her car and used a seatbelt to get Jessika into a chokehold. He then forces her to drive to a nearby park where he sexually assaulted and strangled her using his hands. Niemer's argument continued by stating that Crispin thinks she's dead, but she wakes up unexpectedly, so he grabs the tie string around her swimsuit top and wraps it around her throat and continues to strangle the 27-year-old woman. After Jessika becomes limp, Crispin drives her car back to the shopping center near the Walmart in Cedar Park. He then gets out of her vehicle, jumps into his truck, and less than 5 minutes later arrives at the gas station where he uses Jessica's debit card to put $75 worth of gas in his vehicle at exactly 3:04 a.m. Prosecutors described Jessika as an innocent victim who was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they further explained that if it wasn't for Crispin's strangulation of Jessika, she wouldn't have had the brain damage that led to her sitting in a hot car and dying via heat stroke. Her inability to answer her cell phone after her ineffective asphyxiation ultimately led to her death due to the fatal temperatures inside of her vehicle during blazing outdoor weather. The jury did not seek the death penalty, but Crispin Harmel was charged with capital murder and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for murdering the 27-year-old aspiring kindergarten teacher.